Welcome back, everybody, to the 7th guest, brought to you by your old friends at Monday Madness. Now, when we last left this game of many puzzles, we were here at this microscope that is causing us a little bit of trouble. Now, since I've been away from the game, I've actually looked up a little bit about this particular puzzle, and I fear I don't I don't have much hope for my chances here. Reason being was, and this is according to various sources online, forums, that sort of thing. Apparently, the AI that is set up for this puzzle, as you can guess, it's these two green chappies here, is apparently matching the processing power of the PC you're working on. So, by that logic, apparently the puzzle is going to get more difficult depending on how well you're playing and how, powerful your PC is. So, in a sense, probably my best chance was my first attempt at this puzzle when I had no idea what I was doing. So I don't know how I'm going to do that again to succeed in this puzzle, but I decided that I'm going to give this 3 more official attempts, and then I'm going to call it quits for good and move on to the next puzzle. Now, one thing to note about this game, if you're playing it yourself, a lot of the puzzles in this game are optional. Typically, there are like 2 puzzles you can do at the same time, and you don't only need to solve one to maybe proceed to the next one. And there'll be a certain puzzles that you do have to do yourself to proceed. I think an example of this actually was the pantry and the rose petal puzzle. Because they're both word oriented, you don't have to do both of them. You can do just one and then proceed to the next part, which I want to believe is why the pantry allowed me to go through whilst only being half done. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But in the meantime, here are my last few attempts at this puzzle before giving up completely. Right. I'm not even going to try and go for strategy here in this. I am just going to try and, I guess, mirror this guy as best I can. I was thinking that was clever. Maybe it was. Nope, never mind. Yeah. See, the problem with this is... Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm trying not to deploy that much strategy here because I fear like whatever strategy I might have is not going to work. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get frustrated if I fail this because, you know, I've kind of submitted myself to the possibility that I'm not quite as intelligent as my own computer. So I'm not too fussed if I fail in these attempts. I'll just see how I go. But naturally, you guys can kind of see what the idea of this puzzle is. You're trying to kind of cover your bases here. Like, I've already lost this side of the board because essentially there's no way to get in them except there. But obviously, you know, he'll occupy that space straight away, which is a shame. Try that. The important thing to note is to not leave any spaces kind of unoccupied, like a little alcove or a slot that he can go into, because obviously he's just going to occupy it and take everything that you have, and I do mean literally everything. That's very hard to do though, because no matter what you do, typically you're leaving like a corner or a slot for him to take. So it's not as easy as it looks, let me tell you. Especially when you're only kind of able to see one move at a time. Like for instance now, I could have like put this blue dot here, but immediately he'll like take one of his spots here and put it in that alcove, and straight away I've lost 6 of my blue dots. So in a way, you're trying, even when you try and avoid, I guess, confrontation, you know, you're eventually screwing yourself over. Although that one wasn't too bad, actually. Like it could have gone a lot worse, come to think of it. But yes. Let's try this one. I'll surrender that. It's okay. That's a pity now because I could have actually taken that slot, but you can see almost he's already got basically this row to himself and potentially that row, most of it anyway. So I'm really losing a lot of space on the board. You know, it's easy being analytical when you're losing terribly against your own technology. That sounds like some sort of a metaphor for something. So, not sure what to do now. There's no point going here because he'll just occupy the space. But, perhaps. That was a good move, actually. And that corner is now emphatically gone. So, maybe I'll just be defensive and take this slot. And that means I can go in here and take this. A lot of this game is kind of like, I guess, the puzzle equivalent of counterpunching. But, like I say, it's very hard to do that when you're pretty much up against, you know, something that's far more intelligent than you are. And I'm proud enough to say that. You know, when I was thinking of starting this Let's Play channel, buying a new PC was, you know, a good idea in hindsight, but not for this goddamn game, let me tell you. this one bite me on the arse big time. Alright, now this is an opportunity for me, but... I've already lost because the majority of the board is green, but maybe I can do it. Can I do anything else really? I guess this. But see, whichever move I made, there's gonna be a dot open. Oh, hang on, that actually worked out well. But he can go in now. Yes, of course.
I'm going to have to start again.
Let's hope not. Actually,
That's right.
we can occupy this spot here. You let yourself wide open, good sir.
Great move.
Well, I got some representation on the board at least. Not a complete whitewash. Or greenwash in this sense. Now. Ooh. Ah, okay. Alright, I think there's only one move available to me now, and that's that. So first attempt was an emphatic failure, as you might imagine. Oh, hang on, maybe it's not over. It'll be over now. Now it's over, this move. But yeah, you can kind of see... You can generally kind of see that it's a fairly uphill battle. Yeah. If you ever know what it's like to be completely undermined by technology, by all means try this puzzle in this game and you will know exactly what it's like. Right, so, I'm sure there's something else to do, so let's move out of here. I think this jail cell was a portal. Yes, it was. Back to where we were. So, I think I checked the book the last time I played that puzzle, and it didn't give me really any hints. It just said, like, you know, stuff about the antibodies and virus and all this shit. Wasn't much helpful, really. Or at least it wasn't to the solution of the puzzle. Okay. So, if I recall, these doors were closed. Are they open now, I wonder? They fucking are too. Well, hey. Well, hey there, Mr. Piano. Hello, also corporeal hands. I shouldn't really be finding this funny, but I am. I wonder which office intern you were green screened out of. There's a harp. What happens here? Oh, never mind. There's a floating fiddle. A floating MIDI fiddle. That fills our room with sadness. How tragic. And away it sails, out of tune, never to be seen again. Godspeed, you magnificent wooden instrument. See the wordplay there, boys and girls. And I can't hold the tune. Okay.
I remember when I used to play Follow the Leader.
Great.
Having fun yet, Immortal?
How dare you call me that?
That tune seems familiar. I bet I could play it.
I know what to do, mate. It's a memory game. It's just very hard to see it on this fucking screen. Okay, so it's the first of that trio. Okay.
Is there a pattern to this?
Fuck, can't remember. Okay. Okay, right, it's the key beside it then. Probably doesn't help as well that I have no musical experience whatsoever. Or short-term memory for that matter. As this game is proving. Okay. Right, this guy here. Yes, it was the one beside. Right. Okay, so it's two to the left. Up. And two. Oh, bollocks! That was the one beside it. Fuck. I was so focused on the next key. Alright. Gonna be fucking drilled into my cerebellum by the end of this. Alright. First of those three. Okay. Yes, it was two down. I just had the wrong one initially. I'm very silly. And two down again. Right. Okay, so it's it's this black key here. Okay, so it's back to the previous one. God, I hope this is over soon. This is the most nerve-wracking puzzle so far. Oh, god damn it. Back to that one. Shit. This is the worst kind of memory puzzle because you're going back to old keys that you've already played. Oh, come on, the fuck. Jesus. You son of a bitch. I hate this. Oh, God. Fuck. Okay. God, I hope this is over. Oh my god, how long is this fucking puzzle? Okay. This is actually going in a loop now, so thanks, Henry. Shit. I can't remember now. Was it... Did I hit this again? Or did I hit that again? Bollocks. No! Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Monday Madness, returning with Bobcat in the Box Season 2!
You've really got to stop stating the time that we record these videos at, you know that, right?
Don't worry about it.
We have no lives.
All of our evenings are spent recording Bobcats.
Okay, so let's start off then. What have we... First of all, we still have our plastic stand
Yeah,
there.
so what have we done? Our plastic stand now has a function, and we'll pull it into the table, I think, so
That's
we
a
can
good
actually
idea.
see it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I fucking... You made me buy a sword for it, because I couldn't stomach it being useless. So
Yes.
yeah, the plastic stand... I
Actually-
think actually has won the Bobcat Season 1.
Pretty much showed us up
It's
for
the best in show for Season 1.
Yeah, I mean, it
Really
provided
is.
us with a really entertaining episode, and it's
It's got itself a sequel.
got a sword.
Cool. And hot on its heels is sexy lingerie.
How do we do this?
How?
Well, take our word for it. It's sexy lingerie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere, I think.
How sexy? How lingerie?
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Yay.
sexy lingerie. And who's this from?
No, it's just a load of weird, I don't know, symbols.
Fucking Germans.
I think it's Kingdom.
Right,
Well,
so
let's go just.
let's crack this
Okay.
sucker.
I'm not aroused.
I'm slightly concerned, but that's what I'm usually looking for on a...
Sorry, they
Evening.
stuck this thing together with like glue or something.
Yes. Okay, I'm looking.
Oh,
okay.
right. Pearls!
Um,
Just what I always wanted.
Can I just ask where's the rest of it?
Oh my god!
I think you've just seen all of it.
Wow!
What the fuck?
Okay.
This build of Bobcat is going to be epic.
Explain washing.
Oh, it needs washed.
Oh my god.
I'm fucking loving the details. These pearls.
So,
Okay, so Bobcat in the
I
Box
have-
Season 2.
I have more questions than answers, to be honest.
There is not a chance this is actually going to fit me, by the way.
Oh, don't worry, we'll make it fit.
I could probably get it onto my head.
Let's not.
Let's not say we didn't. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Season 2, Episode 1.
Can we, do we dare put it on the Bobcat or on the
Strong
stand?
start. No. I think this is the base of our next podcast.
We will layer all subsequent Bobcats onto it.
This is what our Bobcat will wear. It will be sexy. It will dance.
It was about time we got into erotic Bobcats.
Jeez. Okay,
Actually, that's the front part.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm
Is there a
sorry.
front part?
Wait,
That's the front.
Those go over. Oh.
Yeah, that's the front. See, look, that's the back.
I think we spent enough time on this.
I think I need to go wash my hands after this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm gonna go wash my eyeballs.
Bobcat Episode 1. Thanks for our final
Thanks for
episode.
something. Thanks for something.